What is your mindset? My favorite kind of mindset shift is one that starts with an aha moment. You all know I love that word so much. I want you to meet Jonna, who says that biting into an apple at the same Brooklyn tour you were at, Tanya, um, created a powerful shift for her. So she joined WW the day after biting into that apple, and she's lost 30 pounds so far. And you say, Jonna, it's all about staying aware. Tell us about that. Tell us about that apple.
Hi, Oprah. It's an honor to speak to you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, we're kitchen to
Um,
kitchen, kitchen to kitchen.
yeah, we are. So
Yeah.
I've actually lost 33 pounds now. So I'm pretty excited
Oh,
about
baby,
that.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Um, so we broke for lunch at the Brooklyn tour, and I remember standing in line. It was a really long line, and thinking to myself, "What am I going to choose for lunch?" Because I really was not even interested in anything that at that time. What had happened was I was doing low carbs for so long, and it wasn't working for me at all. I mean, I was like on this up and down roller coaster, and maybe for over the last couple of years, I had lost 10 pounds if I was even lucky. So I was just really overthinking the whole lunch thing. And I was like, what am I going to have? So I decided to have the turkey sandwich. And I ate the turkey sandwich without the bread. And that was really fulfilling. And so I was sitting there thinking to myself, do I have the chips that
And
go
you're
along
pulling
with
out
it,
the
or do
little
I have
pieces of
the apple?
turkey.
Yeah, exactly. So I decided like the apple was unhealthy, but I decided like that was my whole mindset at the time was, well, I guess the lesser of two evils is I'm going to eat the apple. And I took a bite of the apple and I looked at my friend and I said, this is the best apple I've ever eaten. It's the most delicious thing I think I've ever eaten in a long time. And I cannot believe I've been depriving my body of good foods. And it was just an incredible moment for me at that time because I was like, what you are doing, Jonna, is not working for you, and you need to make a change. So
Whoa. And it was an apple,
it was
and it was an
yeah.
apple. That was one of the hardest things my team had to do was to try to feed 15,000 people in that stadium in Brooklyn in the time and the amount of time that we had. And, trying to put into those, lunch containers something that would at least nourish you and give you enough, strength for the remainder of the afternoon, but also not make you sleepy. And
Yeah.
so the fact that it was an apple for you, the moment that you describe with the apple is actually a form of meditation. That's what mindfulness is really, when you can feel the crunch and feel the sensation and what it's doing in your mouth and the experience, the texture, the flavor. It's all about being what you were 100% present with that apple, I do believe, Jonna.
I was. Yes, I was.
Yeah. And since that time, even during the pandemic, you've managed to remain on track and continued losing up to 33 pounds since February 9th in Brooklyn.
Yes, I have. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been very
incredible.
yeah, it's been an exciting time for me in the whole craziness of what's going on in this world. So
So,
yes.
what has been your mindset? I was just talking about mindset. Obviously, you had a strong one. You made a decision that day. And what's
Yes.
different about this decision? Because obviously, you've also made other decisions about taking care of your health. So, what was different this time?
So, what was different this time was I finally was truthful to myself about having to take care of me. I've also always been a caregiver and put myself last in a long list of people that I love in my life. And I made that my story for a very long time. And it, in reality, was an excuse. And
Hmm.
so I realized that if I don't take care of me, then how am I going to take care of the people I love? And I have two awesome boys that are 18 and 20 that I want to be around for as long as I possibly can be. And I want to see them get married, and I want to see them have children, and I want to be there for their children. And so that is, I really just became truthful to myself.
You got it. It's true. You had made the decision. You want to be around for everybody else. And I think everybody on this call, the fact that you have joined together in this global desire, seeking higher ground for wellness, means you're people who are enlightened and evolved enough to know that taking care of yourself is central. It's the key. So I thank you for being an incredible example of that. 33 pounds is just the beginning for you. I think you look great where you are, whatever you choose, whatever number you choose to land at. I think it's going to be great. But more importantly, it's the mindset. It's the mindset.